The Army Corps of Engineers built the breakwater. They finished it in 1965, and then in 1967 they put the arm on. And the arm, what was happening before they put the arm on is waves would come in and like ivy would surf in front of Armistice Trap. There used to be like a chest-high nugget right here because it was right where the opening was. Well, they had to get rid of that because you're not protecting your fishing fleet. So they put the arm on in 67. And what the arm did was log spiral erosion, which is the scientific term, and it sent it straight to bluffs between Miramar and El Granada.
And so the whole sediment transport typically goes in one direction, usually from north to south in California, and it's driven by the big waves that come in from the northwest that create the current. And so once that gets cut off by those jetties, but it also means that if you look at how waves come in, they get all that energy kind of like runs down the jetty and just gets pushed into an area that the energy used to be all spread out, and now it's all constrained into that corner.
Yeah.
So that's why the erosion is going so much faster, is because it's all focused of energy right there.
And you've got Half Moon Bay State Beach, you've got Venice, Dunes, Miramar, El Granada, the jetty. You guys, it's scoured so bad. There's nothing. There's pipes sticking out of the cliffs. There's concrete things coming out of the bottom. It's just digging and digging and digging down. It's from scouring.
We went to college together, actually, and that's how I met Brian. And so he knew I was a geologist and I was into coastal erosion and stuff like that. So he came to me going, "Hey, can we get a sample? Can you collect a sample for us? We just need to make sure the sand is good enough to go on the beach." And so, yeah, we collected a sand sample and ran it for gradation to see what the sediment size was like, and the gradations were good. They match similar to what's on the beach, which makes sense.
So this is the issue right here. This is what everybody's talking about. This is 60 years worth of sand built up here. All the sand, if the jetty wasn't here, should have gone south to provide a barrier for the beaches. So the plan is to pipe it down to Surfers Beach, a whole lot of it, and hopefully restore that natural barrier, which will protect the coast highway, protect all the structures along the coast down there, and more important, just return the beach so that people have a place to walk their dogs, hang out with their kids, and maybe even the waves of the river.
The current plan is to do this pilot project, and we would dredge from the sand that's built up along the inside of the outer breakwater there. It's kind of a shoal that's kind of built, and it keeps on moving its way inside the harbor. It's about 10 feet deep of clean sand. And then the other area would be like right at the boat launch ramps. Again, really good quality sand there. So to dredge that and then pump it with a slurry, so like a hydraulically pumped mix of sand and water, and then to build up along Surfers Beach what's called an overbuilt berm. So it's designed to be a big berm at first, and the ocean is kind of going to do its work and kind of work it into a different position. It's not designed to stay as a giant berm, but ultimately, even as the waves kind of break into it, it's going to work into the system. It'll help the waves break offshore a little farther out, and then ultimately, kind of work its way down the coast where it would have been. I think we're in a place now where all the agencies really support the project. The harbor district commissioners and staff really support the project. The community obviously supports the project. So we're shooting for late spring and summer of 2023. It's a time-sensitive thing. You don't want to place the sand on the winter time because, big storm or two could all disappear. You want to get it in there at the summertime, spring, fall kind of window.
The good news is it looks like it's finally going to happen. They're finally going to move all this sand down the beach to where it belongs. And a lot of people deserve a lot of credit for fighting hard over the years. But the thing is, it hasn't happened yet. And it's one of those things where I'll kind of believe it when I see it. So anyone who's involved in this, keep pushing hard to make sure that the sand gets dredged.
Hey everyone, I appreciate you taking the time of your day to watch this video. If you got this far, thanks for watching. Our goal for this film was very simple. We wanted to spread awareness about the lack of sand and the erosion at Surface Beach and on the coast, and hopefully drive some positive change to getting the harbor dredged. Right now it's scheduled to be dredged summer, fall, spring time of 2023, but the punchline is they've been saying that they're going to dredge the harbor for decades. After watching this video, you might be wondering how you can help, and we got 3 simple things. 1, you can go to your local Half Moon Bay City meeting or San Mateo County Harbor meeting to push the message forward. 2, we have a bunch of free Dredge the Harbor stickers. These will be available on our website, or you can hit us up on Instagram. And lastly, we got a limited edition Dredge the Harbor t-shirt. These will never be made again. There's only 50 units, and all the profits from these t-shirts will actually be going to help support the cost of this video and amplifying the message.